Reactors, welcome to Champagne Secrets Reacts, where we react to all the goings on that be goings on. And today, what's goings on is, well, I guess we will be a day late because on yesterday, what was goings on was this so-called boycott of all African shops. And we're going to get into it. Oh, yes, we are. Because the people on social media are torn. Now, there are two parts to this argument. There's the side of individuals who state, you know what? Africans do not like black people in America. So we need to boycott them all. They're trying to take over. They're trying to take everything from us. Then you have the other side of the argument who states that Africans are black just like us. So in boycotting them, we're actually boycotting ourselves. Now, my only question to Black America is this. If we're consistently pushing away individuals who could potentially be our allies, when it's time for us to really fight, who's going to be there to fight on our side? But those are my thoughts on it. Drop in the comments and let me know what you think about this. Alright? Because this compilation of videos is going to cover both sides of the thought process. But I want to know what you think. So drop in the comments and let me know. And without further ado, showtime. Cue the clink, please.
Champagne secrets on your screen, where every vid's a gorgeous dream. Reactions full of light and fun, empowerment for everyone.
Okay, so boom. I don't know if y'all heard the story yet, but Shantae was having a time. You hear me? She went to Mary's African hair braiding shop early one morning for her appointment, and her hairdresser was running late. Not only that, but the person braiding her hair and another hair braider, they get into it. They start fighting and fussing, throwing combs and brushes and hair gel. Shantae almost tripped over some weave on the floor. Shantae is over it, right? She's over it. They finally come down after a good little while, and the girl starts back doing Shantae hair. So as the girl is doing Shantae hair, Shantae realizes, hey, this girl ain't using enough product. I want my braids to last long. Like, what's going on? Shantae runs to the bathroom and kind of, eye what she done so far. And she realizes, hey, the parts ain't even straight. So Shantae go and let Mary know, which is the shop owner. Shantae been going to Mary's shop for 9 years, right? She should be able to go to Mary and say, hey, what's up with these braids? Well, when she does that, Mary turns around and fires the person doing Shantae's hair right then and there. So Shantae has to wait for another hair braider to start on her hair, which causes her to be there even longer. So at the end of the day, Shantae is giving her grievances to Mary, like, wait, this is so unprofessional, horrible customer service. They ain't here fighting. Like, how can you make this right? What are you going to do? Like, and instead of Mary hearing her out, she want to sit here and argue with Shantae. And this is what happened.
When I say God has been truly testing my patience and my faith, today was like one of the worst hair experiences I ever had.
Me being me, I was going to leave a review because it had pissed me off when I seen her heartfelt storyline. But upon checking the review, y'all ain't shit. Whoever is honeymoony, I want you to know I can't stand you. I just can't.
No matter what happens on August 1st, we wanted to come to our platform and say something that nobody else has said. We would like you guys to know that
I'm sorry. What's up, nieces? This is Nadine. This is not one of those usual videos where Brandy and I make for commercial purposes. This is one of those videos that I had to make with a heart full of sadness. I know that you have seen videos about the drama happening in African shops where our client get disrespected, insulted, humiliated, and it has been the top one topic going on TikTok. I took my time. I watched it, and I'm here today because deep inside me, my whole soul want to say, I'm sorry. I am truly sorry, and I'm the voice of those that could not reach you guys because I know our platform is very rich, and I hope that you guys should share this video to express how sorry we, the Africans, we, the immigrants, We are, because I do understand we have done so much wrong. Maybe some people before me, I want to join you in the fight, but not like that. I want us to change. This is a wake up call for all Africans, immigrant in America. We're brothers. Respect is mutual, because at the end of the day, I don't think Americans hate us. They want that unity. They want to see that in real life. I have done so much community work because it's my way of expressing how you guys are supporting us for the past years. Sometimes words are not expressing what you feel. My actions speak louder than my words. And I have tried to do it for years. Those that follow me understand how much I value my clients. Today, I don't live for myself. I live for others. So on behalf of every business out there, a braiding shop, a grocery store, a tailor store, the Nadines today are saying we are deeply sorry for everything, and we are taking notes, and we will show you the change, because it's going to start now, not on the 1st. I don't want to wait till August 1st. And everyone that listens to this message, you should be grateful for being in a land that they welcomed you. And the least we could do is to express our gratitude by being respectful to each other. God help us. God help us.
Hey guys, today is August 1st, and apparently African Americans are supposed to be boycotting African businesses starting today, August 1st, until I'm not sure when. But the proposed time frame is about the whole month of August. Reason being, they feel like they are being disrespected by the Africans in the US. They feel like the Africans in the US look down upon them, and especially when they go to these hair braiding shops and salons and restaurants. The big one is the hair braiding. So there's a slew of videos on TikTok of very, very displeased and satisfied customers, African American customers, Black Americans, who have gone to African hair shops to get their hair braided. Granted, African hair braiding shops, that's a big, big business here in the US. It's a thriving business. Sometimes it's very difficult for you to get somebody to braid your hair. So they're on high demand. So what the African Americans are saying is that they're not saying that they hate Africans. What they're saying is that the level of professionalism when they go to these African shops is subpar. They feel like they're not taken care of well. They feel like they're disrespected. They feel like when they go there, the Africans start talking in their own language, and so they feel like they're being talked about. So they feel ignored and isolated. The other concern was when they don't keep time, or when they move from one customer to the other and don't respect that blocked time that somebody has made an appointment. The other complaint that they've said is double booking, not following or not respecting the time that the customer has scheduled. So you find that when you go there, your time is 11 o'clock, there's already somebody sitting there. And so you have to wait. And there's no courtesy call or text saying, hey, I'm going to be late. Can we push your appointment to a little bit, an hour later or something? So the lack of communication, the lack of professionalism, just untidy places. So those are just some of the videos that I saw today on TikTok when I was going through this whole boycott African braiding shops thing on TikTok. What do you guys think? If you're an African here in the US, what do you think about this boycott? Where is it really stemming from? Is it stemming from the complaints of poor customer service and the feeling of disrespect from Africans to African Americans? What can we do about it? Because I feel like respect is a two-way traffic. You give me respect, I give you respect. So as a professional, you are supposed to respect the customer's time. And you as a client should respect the owner's time, the person that is braiding your hair. Respect. Show up on time, and the owner should be there on time. Don't double book, And if that something happens, you let somebody know, communicate, so that there's no this feeling of being ignored or not being valued. And then they say that we are the Africans that live here in the US, we call them lazy. We say that they don't have a culture. We say that they don't have anything to show for themselves, which in all fairness is not true. African American, they have their own culture. We come here as guests in their country. And granted, coming to the US is not an easy thing for Africans. So this, I'm talking to the African Americans. Coming to the US is not an easy thing. It is not easy and it's not cheap. So it's a long road from Africa to here, regardless of which country you're coming from. So we don't take it for granted that we are in this land of opportunity. And so I'm talking now to my African people in the US. Respect is a two-way traffic. We respect them, they respect us. So it can be one way. We can expect to be respected, and we can expect African Americans to support our businesses. And we know that African Americans are a big percentage of consumers. So we can't isolate ourselves from the Black community. You know what I mean? So my take is, and I know nobody asked for my opinion, but I'm an African living in the US who has potential to start a business if I haven't started one already, and who may or may not depend on that African American business. And therefore, professionalism at the highest level, regardless of race, regardless of color, or any of that. So I don't feel like if there was a certain level of respect both ways, that we'll be here where we are at now. I feel like we can communicate, we can square these things out. And I know African Americans are going to say this has been an ongoing fight. It has been an ongoing battle between Africans and Black Americans. But it doesn't have to be that way. We all here thriving and trying to chase the American dream, whether you are African American or whether you are African. So I hope that this doesn't happen. I hope the boycott is not going to materialize. I hope that there are things that we can do to sort this out without having to boycott businesses. But that's not to say that you should tolerate poor customer service if you're paying for it. So if you're going to boycott something, do it on a case-by-case basis. Don't generalize and boycott the whole of African businesses in the United States. That doesn't even make sense, because there are good people and there are bad people in every situation. And I'm not trying to defend anybody from any of those sides. I'm just saying, let's be realistic. If a business does you wrong, does not offer you the standard, the level of customer service that you expected, you don't have to go there. Let them know that their service was subpar. You can do your complaints, however, with whatever channel you need to voice your complaints. But you don't have to boycott the whole industry. Can we do it on a case-by-case basis instead of boycotting the whole African braiding business? For the sake of the good ones that are professional, the good ones that treat their customers with the utmost respect, the good ones that are punctual, they have their clean areas, they respect, they don't bring their little kids running around everywhere and be on the phone all the time. The good ones that respect you as a person, regardless of whether you are white, Black, Asian, or whatever culture. So let's use this opportunity for soul searching. Let's learn from it. Let's learn to be better. Let's learn to be respectful. Let's learn to be professional at our work areas. So let me know what you think about this whole boycott and this whole beef between Black Americans and Africans.
August 1st, we are not boycotting African businesses. Tomorrow, we are investing in all Black-owned businesses. Get your behind up and go spend some money with an African business, an African-American business, Afro-Caribbean business, Black business. Let's go.
When it's time to give kudos, that's what I'm going to do. So shout out to this African woman for giving praise to FBA and thanking us and saying that we have the right to be angry at what's going on right now.
Us immigrants, not all of us, but a lot of us, seem to forget, or maybe they just don't know. But if you have been living in this country long enough, you should know that. The reason why we're here, the reason why we are allowed to be here, is because of the work Black Americans did. Because of the sacrifices they did. Because all the fights they had to fight in order for us, for them, because they didn't do it for us, they did it for themselves, and it's right. But today we are enjoying the fruit of their labor. And we should not forget that. I'm an immigrant. And yes, in my community, or in the immigrant community, and nobody can say otherwise, there's a lot of disrespect for African American. There's a lot of it. I have heard it. And I have to admit that when I first came, I was also ignorant of their history. But after being in this country, for the amount of time I have been here, if I act like I don't know that, it means that I'm willingly demeaning them. They are mad. And you know what immigrants should do right now? We should not be arguing with them. We should be quiet and listen. Listen to what they're saying. Listen. No. It is not about us. It's about how they feel. It's about the experience. And guys, they are right. Many immigrant community call them lazy. They're not lazy. They even say they don't have a culture, and that's an insult. Of course they have a culture. Of course they do. In the music, in the food, in the way they live their life, in the way they dress, they have a culture. And by the way, a culture that is a leader in many ways. Our children in Africa dress like Black children. Children in Asia dress like Black children. Children in Latin America, in Europe. So please stop saying, and it's not only limited to clothing. It's in music, it's in history, it's in literature, it's in science. The immigrant community need to stop demeaning and disrespecting Black American. They are mad, and they have all the right to be mad. Now, if my immigrant community or my African community want to come after me for what I say, that is on you. I don't care. Because the truth is the truth. And we need to admit where we're coming short. You're going to come to people's house and you want to look down at them? You want to disrespect them? Yes, not all Africans. Yes, not all Latino. Yes, not all blah, blah, blah. Or Asian blah, blah, blah. But enough to make a lot of noise. But enough for them to be mad. Rightfully so. We need to be quiet now and listen to what they have to tell us. No doubting the experience. No undermining the experience. No forgetting the accomplishments. We need to stop that. We need to stop, particularly the African community. You want to say they are our brother and sister and this is how you're treating them? Not everybody, but a lot of us do. We look down. We criticize them. We do it and we should not deny it. As a community, we do it. And we need to stop. Unity would be great. We all want unity. But unity without respect is impossible. Unity without recognizing the accomplishments of part of the group is impossible.
I'm just going to go ahead and sit this here in case you needed to see it, niece. In case you needed to see what was going on down in Bowie. I don't know if y'all know, but Bowie got this little hidden gem that is like a little piece of Africa just sitting right in the mix, smack dab of Bowie. Cameroonian queen, the aunties of the DMV. We're called Nadine Hair Braiding, and we are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That means holidays, weekends, nighttime, all things included. No, you do not have to call us and make an appointment. We don't accept appointments. It is walk-in only. That is 24 hours walk-in only. Do not call us and ask us if we're open. We're always open. You don't got to call and ask us if we're taking appointments. We are never taking appointments. Walk in, niece. We are waiting for you. We have over 400 braiders that work up in this shop. They rotate hours, rotate days, and we are the aunties of the DMV. I can never thank y'all enough for the support that y'all continue to show us. No matter what is going on in the world, the nieces are all Peace, bonjour, osayo, my indigenous American and FBA goddesses. We are boycotting all African braiding shops and businesses August 1st. We are taking our power back. They are siphoning billions of dollars of our money, sending it back to Africa, not supporting our businesses or putting any of that money back into our communities while disrespecting us and mistreating us and snatching out our edges at their shops. We did not have pulled out edges or any alopecia before these braiding African shops came to our country. We had long, thick, beautiful hair. Our ancestors, our big mamas, our grandmothers and mothers told us, do not let people play in your hair unless they have blessed hands. Don't let anybody touch your hair unless they have blessed growing hands. We were taught better than this, to have people, 2, 3, 4 people in our head at a time that don't like us, that don't love us, that don't care about us, that just want our money and want to yank out our edges. We are taking back our edges and our power. Boots on the ground. August 1st, we are boycotting all African braiding shops, my American goddesses.
So I've been seeing a lot of videos, want to know why is the August 1st boycott of African businesses happening. So I've prepared a few snippets for you to watch. Follow along.
You black Americans, you feel so entitled. Over what? The next right. Lazy ass motherfuckers.
Yes, you guys don't like black Americans at all. You guys just say bad things about them. They're criminals. They're from slavery. They are not from Africa. They don't know their home. Oh.
I don't think Africans should be calling themselves black. We have the most genetic diversity in the African continent, and we're reducing it to a skin color. That's a mockery of us as an African peoples.
White people are not the problem in America. There is a narrative that is constantly attacking white people in America as if anyone born today enslaved anyone born today. It didn't, like, nobody that's white today enslaved you.
They cannot walk away and pass the liquor store. That when a cop pull all over, we don't have to stop fighting. I have my First Amendment right.
What do y'all feel like y'all should do in order to know where you guys come from? Are you guys doing the DNA?
We're telling you. No, we're telling you
we're
from America.
So you are still enforcing us to have to prove to you that we're black enough or we're African enough. We don't feel like we need to do that.
Well, then that's disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
Because you don't even want to try.
Y'all not even taking the time to talk to us without criticizing us. We're weak, we're lazy, we don't fuck with them.
The fact that you didn't want to do the DNA test, the fact that you didn't want to do this is showing how ignorant you are. That's what we
I'm
see
ignorant because of that?
No, that's
you sound ignorant. Get the fuck out.
Those of you who wanted to know why the boycott is happening, I hope all those preceding videos answered your question.
TikTok is powerful.
On August 1st, right? There's going to be a supposed nationwide boycott against African-owned businesses. And the people that are going to be doing the boycotting are so-called black Americans.
Right. And I need black people to understand that we are so powerful that we influence other communities, especially when we airing out our grievances on the internet.
And I'm not black, okay? I am not black, but I'm still going to go ahead and say this. This is really, really, really disgusting, and this is also nauseating to me.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, it don't matter. YouTube, it doesn't matter, right? Because everybody else is watching us at all times. So this video, this Asian guy, he's in our business. And he thinks he knows what's going on because we are airing each other out online.
Because it just shows you the significant and notable amount of self-hate that so-called black Americans, or what they call themselves to be FBA or ADOS, it shows the significant amount of self-hate that they have against their African brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa, and how much they are trying to delineate themselves from their African ancestry.
And what he's talking about is the diaspora wars, right? And he's talking about how insane it looks to him. So if it looks insane to him, It looks insane to the Mexicans, to the white people, and to all the other races, right? So we got to be careful. We can have our grievances and beefs because they do too, right? Every ethnicity group, racial group, whatever you want to call it, they all have their grievances with each other. But I'm telling black people that we got to be careful because we got dudes like him who's trying to understand what's going on in our community. And he's a full-blown Asian man, right? So it's kind of our fault too, because we on the internet airing each other out. So what it looks like to them is that we hate each other. We're dysfunctional. We don't hate each other. We might be a little bit dysfunctional. We just got to be careful on where we airing our grievances out because of examples like this, right? So if I'm going to say it again, if he understand, well, he's trying to understand, but if he sees it, white people see it, Hispanics see it, right? Everybody sees it. So we got to take this into consideration when we airing each other out on the internet.
And also listen, black people, African Americans, I don't know who came up with this boycott African businesses. I'm not going to waste my time, nor my brain cells, nor my thumb strength to look that shit up. But if you bitches start doing some dumb shit like that, come less than 24 hours from now, don't be fucking stupid. Don't be stupid.
I missed a couple chapters. Why are we boycotting African businesses? That's crazy work. Why are we still got Lululemon up and we boycotting African businesses? Lululemon clearly said they don't like African Americans. That nigga said he don't want y'all wearing his shit. I never seen no African businesses saying, "Hey, no, y'all can't wear our shit. Y'all can't eat our shit." Multiple businesses of these demons, they said, "No, y'all can't touch our shit. Don't wear our shit." Y'all retaliated by getting a bunch of black women and having them twerk in Lulu sets inside the Lulu store. But no, we still not gonna boycott them. What is going on? This world is so backwards.
Boycotting African salons. Take notes, because I took a couple and I want y'all to listen. If you're going to start boycotting African salons, listen up. If you can't name more than 10 African countries and their languages, this message is for you. No more henna, no more iPhone. Fulani and Senegalese braids, no more. Prom dresses, prom 2025, prom 2020. No more Nigerian, no more African dresses. I don't want to see it. No African sponge, no black soap, no shea butter. None of that. No more waist beads. I want waist beads. No more. Don't listen to Sade. Don't listen to no Afro beats. Listen to no I'm a piano. Don't claim Obama. Obama is Kenyan. Stop dating our man. No more twerking. FBA, fear of being African. It's real, y'all. We're all black. Find something better to... We have way too much going on for y'all to be worried about. It's the same skin color. Y'all not even worried about the people that don't even have the same skin color as y'all. Y'all worried about us. Disgusting. That's disgusting. Find something better to do. Y'all gotta be real bored.
Good evening, family. Since this morning, I've had a bit of a change of heart. I guess we will be boycotting African businesses on August the 1st. They've been talking mucho smack on the app. And you know what? I guess they're going to have to learn. Ask Target, ask Walmart, ask anybody who came against black Americans. When we unite, we know what we're doing. So, okay, you want to talk the way you're talking and be disrespectful and not know how come you have benefits, period, in this country? It's because of black Americans. If you don't know that, do your damn homework before you get here. And what I'm telling you is that, yes, I'm all down for not only taking that money and redirecting it back to the black community, but making sure that we don't spend any with you. I'm pissed. You guys are disrespectful. You come over here, you don't know nothing. And so I've changed my mind. Yes, we are boycotting you come August the 1st. And I'm going to be first in line. There are many, many places in the neighborhood that you can get the services that you used to utilize from them completed. So yeah, I'm pissed. I'm telling you about it. Get your act together. Learn some respect. Learn the reason why you're even in this country and who made it possible for you. Until you can do that and put respect on Black Americans' name, we done got nothing for you. And as we unite again, we've stayed united since the election. You will unite for every cause that we need. Right now we need to unite and redirect our dollars away from African businesses back to Black businesses exclusively. Starting to get to be the second half of the year. Not only do we have to fight this regime, but we have to fight all these immigrants that come over here and disrespect us as well. I'm pissed, and yes, August 1st is the date. All right, family, listen. Good night. I had to get that off too.
Since the Black Americans are boycotting African businesses, it's time Africans boycott Black American businesses. So as from today, if you're an African in the United States, you should start boycotting Black American businesses. We will stop partaking in businesses such as their drinks like Hennessy. No, wait. White man owns that one. Not them. Okay. Disney Channel. No, wait. They don't own that one too. They don't own that one. Netflix. No, wait. White man own. We'll stop eating in that food. No, they only eat fast food. That's the white man still owns. Okay. Tyler Perry. We'll boycott Tyler Perry. After all, he's only making women seem to suffer in all of his movies. So Africans, we are all boycotting Tyler Perry because that's the only Black American owned thing that I can think of. The rest, they don't own anything. It's all owned by white people. Okay, no, wait. The white man owns all of the companies. They own all of the music labels. No Black person owns a music label. Damn. So it's just Tyler Perry we're boycotting then.
First of all, I'm going to say thank you for commenting, and I will elaborate on this. You are not entirely wrong. I think we Africans need to use this opportunity and actually sit back and think of what we have done that is triggering this with our African American brothers and sisters. And you may not like me right now. You may not like the fact that I'm calling you my brother and sister, but you are. African brothers and sisters, listen. We have to take ownership of what we have done or said or made our brothers and sisters to feel that is making them say these things. What they're saying is not coming out of thin air. It has been provoked by something or their experiences. Brothers and sisters that come from the same father and mother fight. So why wouldn't we fight? But this fight is an opportunity for us to sit back and rethink, find our faults, try to find resolution, try to see how we can accommodate each other. Look, stone me if you like, but it is what it is. We need to stand on truth, put our egos aside, because they're already fighting an uphill battle. And if we, as we are fighting this uphill battle, we fight amongst each other, there is no moving forward. That is my 2 cents. He who has ears, let him hear. I'm just saying.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I just have a quick question for like my Black Americans and this whole boycotting African braiding shops, restaurants, and things like that. Just a quick question. I did not mean to offend you guys. I'm just asking, like, does this boycotting whole shenanigan, does it include our men? Are you guys boycotting our men too, or just our businesses? Nigerian men, to be exact, because I know y'all love them.
This Nigerian business owner assaults a Black American customer for asking for a refund. Now, y'all know this did not happen in Nigeria, because when they say out of Africa, they was talking about Nigerians. Nigerians be outside of Africa. Check this out.
I go to the restaurant. I'm like, man, my bad. I wasn't trying to be one of them customers. When I seen the lady talk over mine and she cut me off. She ain't talking on your boo. She didn't. I seen her on the camera. I'm like, yes, she did, man. I seen her. I'm the customer. I never mind. Give my money. And then I put on my camera when she started hollering. I put on my camera like, yeah. And then you see when I put on my camera, this hoe ran across the counter, came on the other side, and grabbed my phone, snatched it out of my motherfucking hand, And it all went from there. That's when it was, bitch, trying to hold us hostage in the store. They called me, telling me they finna charge me with terroristic threat, and they gonna charge her ass with a felony. But that bitch grabbed my phone and hit me first.
If you see the whole video, her daughter was also present while this physical altercation happened. Now, the Nigerian lady ended up dropping the charges because she had the felony charge, while this lady had, the Black American lady had the misdemeanor charges. But this Nigerian lady have several establishments. Like there's one in Georgia, there's one in Orlando. I would have never dropped the charges. I would have hit her with the felony, took it to court, fought that as self-defense, and I would have sued her, because I don't know how they do business in Nigeria, but this is unacceptable in America, in the United States. This is completely unacceptable, this type of behavior.
Yes, finally, y'all, we are boycotting African braiding shops. Like, I'm sick of these Africans taking my money, especially the ones that can do boho knotless braids down your back for under $300. Oh, especially the ones where hair is included. Like, if y'all know any of those braiding shops, like, please let me know, specifically in the Nashville area, so I can be the first to boycott, because I'm sick of thinking about that. I'm just sick and tired of them, especially when they can do hair under 5 hours because multiple ladies are working on your hair at the same time. Like, I wanted to sit on the chair for longer. Like, I'm just mad thinking about it, especially the ones that wash your hair before the appointment. Like, I'm just getting mad thinking about it. So like let me know, like, and the rates and like where they're at, and like a number to like call them, like to let them know that I'm boycotting, because like we can't stand for this. And like let me know their availability for braiding next week, because like I got a trip coming up, and like, you know, I want to boycott before I go. So like just let me know.
It's August 1st, and you know what that means. It's Black August, but it's also time to boycott African-owned businesses. And I'm going to start my boycott off with going to an African business. That's right. And just to show you how much I support the boycott on African-owned businesses, I'm going to give my hard-earned money to this African-owned business. So I'm here with Gabriel, and he's from, say that name again?
Eritrea.
Eritrea, of course. It's in Africa, and this is an African-owned business. And if you're in San Antonio, come support your African-owned business right now. It's right off of Worthspark Road, and I'm about to eat and get down. We don't eat African food. Well, let's take a look at the menu. Look, it even comes in instructions for your FBA how to eat it. And joining me on this boycotting African-owned businesses is this group that just came in. That's right. They're here to boycott the African-owned business also. The food just came out. Let's see what it looks like. Well, it's time to eat.
Let me cook.
Well, today is August the 1st, and it is the kickoff of Black August. And also, we can be thankful that foundational Black Americans and the Black pretendivans are no longer on social media. As a matter of fact, you won't be getting a call from them anytime soon either. And they won't be wearing gold. And there's a host of other things they're not going to be doing, because they say they are boycotting African businesses and products. So let's talk about it. Now, before we continue, I would like for you all to join my campaign on bringing back calling stupid people stupid. Yeah, I think somewhere we've gotten away from that, but I think we should get back to it. I mean, openly and publicly, calling stupid people stupid. Now, I digress. Let's continue. Now, in the month Black August, where we celebrate the Haitian Revolution kicking off in August of 1791, Nat Turner's rebellion in August of 1831, and of course, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, in which Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his most iconic speech, I Have a Dream, on August 28, 1963. Of course, this would be the month that foundationally Black Americans and pretendivans decided to boycott African businesses. And we're just going to speed past products like tea, cocoa, coffee, grapes, and shea butter. And I'm going to tell you why I say I guess they will not be using their communication devices or being on social media also. Let's take a look at the map of resources that Africa outsources to the world. Now, we're going to start off simple with gold, African gold, hence the name, the Gold Coast, as Ghana was once referred to. Ghana is the largest producer of gold on the continent of Africa and one of the world's largest producers of gold all around, followed by South Africa and Mali. But gold aside, let's get to your cell phones. Now, besides nearly half of the world's gold, nearly 1/3 of all minerals come from Africa. Let's take a look at that breakdown, shall we? Remember that figure of where most of the minerals in the world come from, and also understand that most of the electronics we use today are based on a number of minerals, from aluminum to zinc. And of course, in 2021, some 1.5 smartphones were sold around the world in 1 year. And wait for it, more than half of a mobile phone's components, including its electronics, display, batteries, and speakers, are made from mined and semi-processed materials. In other words, minerals. Well, lithium and cobalt are two of the metals used in building batteries that process our electronic life. And 63% of the world's cobalt production comes from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and will explain why there's a civil war going on there too. Yeah, but moving right along. And allow me to introduce you to tantalum. Tantalum is another metal that is used in electronic equipment. Its capacitors are found in mobile phones, laptops, and a variety of automotive electronics. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda are the world's largest producers of tantalum. Together, they produce half of the world's tantalum. I could go on and on about things that they are supposed to be protesting, but they're not. See, they're not really interested in protesting the products that are being stripped from Africa by Western civilization and the United States. No, they're not interested in protesting those things. They're just interested in protesting African people, because they're perfectly fine with the exploitation of Africa and the use of those products that are being exploited from Africa. But they have a problem with African people using their skills and talents to produce a living for themselves. Who does this sound like? Who do those people sound like? I guess if white supremacy and Rocket Raccoons got together and had a child, that child would be foundationally black. I said what I said. Y'all have the day you deserve.
So, Champagne Gang, let me know what you think. What do you think about this whole Black America versus Africans? Here's my problem, right? I am sick of seeing division. It seems like every time we turn on social media, every time we turn on the television, there's more and more reasons, more and more situations that mysteriously pop up for us to have division. It makes absolutely no sense. The same way there might be people who think they're better than you in African shops with nasty attitudes, who don't know how to treat you. Baby, there's a shop in your own community with someone who looks just like you, who's born in America just like you, with the same skin color as you, who has a nasty attitude, whose prices are gouged sky high, who thinks that you're beneath them. This is not isolated to a simple group of people. This is across the board. Doesn't matter what color you are, what nationality you are, what culture you come from. The same way there's good people in every community, there are bad. The same way there's people with positive attitudes in every community, there are people with attitudes that would make you want to send them straight to the pits of hell. Beneath it, if you could, to the area where the fires are forged at. Why are we so hell-bent on division and negativity. Into what God are we really serving? Everybody talking about God, and I say it over and over again, but what God do you serve that gives you permission to hate? What God? What God do you serve that gives you permission to put division in the same category as unity? That somehow, in order to unify, we have to divide. What God do you serve? Not my God, not my Lord. Because my God is a God of love. And until we get to a place where we understand that we will be stronger united than divided as a race of people, period, this world ain't gonna get no better. Only thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna help the Bible rapidly fulfill itself with wars and rumors of wars. Parents against children, children against parents, people against each other, family structures breaking down. Do you know why? Because we're consistently leaning towards division instead of figuring out a way to become a community and unite and figure it out together. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But let me know your thoughts. Until next time, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.
We set you free. We set you free. We set you free. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah. Got you sipping on the good stuff. Champagne bubbles rising slow. Join the party. Let's get it tough. Underneath the moonlit glow, popping bottles, yeah, let's flow. Champagne secrets, come and see. Cheers to you. We set you free. Every sip unveils a dream, golden liquid like a gleam. In the bubble, secrets lie. Join the vibe, we'll reach the sky. Underneath the moonlit glow, popping bottles, yeah, let's flow. Champagne secrets, come and see. Cheers to you. We set you free. You're the sparkle in the mist. Raise your glass and take a twist. Exclusive taste just for you. Sensations new. Yes, it's true. Underneath the moonlit glow, popping bubbles, yeah, let's flow. Champagne secrets, come and see. Cheers to you. We set you free.